start in prayer hands and then sitting up nice and tall through the back of the head. And let's just take a nice deep breath in, and then we'll bring our hands into offering on the breath in, and then into prayer on the breath out. Okay. So again, breathing in tends to facilitate opening up, and then breathing out tends to facilitate the centering. That's why I like to, again, breathe out as we're trying to balance ourselves, and then breathe in to try to open things up. Okay. So that's the general breath pattern. Again, if you get lost, just remember not to hold your breath. Just keep breathing nice, deep, full breaths in and out throughout the workout. That's really the most important thing about the breath. Okay. All right. So again, and remind you to go to your own challenge level today. Leave anything out that causes you pain or strain. All right. So we'll do one more just like that. And then this time we're going to start with the hands in prayer and then bring them out to the side, palms down. Okay. And then bring them back in. So we'll start turning this into a warrior two sitting position. So breathe in as you breathe out, bring one thigh to the side and then bring it back to center and then go to the other side. Okay. So I'm going to turn my head and look over that arm that where the thigh is on the side, okay, and then the other side. All right, so I'm going to do countdown and hold, 3 more, 2 more, and then we'll hold that warrior two pose on the side. Okay, so again, shoulders down and back. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, we're going to lunge towards that thigh on the side. Okay, and then we'll start to add things in, breathing in prayer, and then breathing out, extending the arms. We'll add in a heel lift, okay, and lower. And let's do 3 more of those. 2 more of those. And then I'm going to hold the pose a little bit longer for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Going now into our sitting star. We'll go into a sitting star. So I'm going to start off supporting myself on the chair. I'm going to extend that leg and then just lift the arm up. So I'm going to soften the supporting arm a little bit. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, option to lose that support and hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back up into your warrior two pose sitting. Take a deep breath. And then exhale, come back to center. We're going side to side again 3 times. 2 more. And we'll hold it on the other side again, holding it there. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, we'll lunge again from the hips, then looking over the middle finger of that arm where we're lunging towards. Again, we'll add in the prayer and then extension of the arms. Okay, adding the heel lift, and we'll do a couple more of those. Let's hold the pose here. Take a deep breath in. Good. Now on the exhale again, support yourself on the chair and then lift the other arm. Again, soften that supporting arm and maybe extend the leg out. And again, option to lose the support and hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back upright. Take a deep breath and we'll come back to center. Excuse me. Okay, it's time we're going to start going into some warrior, call these warrior one sitting. So we're going to be bringing the arms overhead and then bring them back into prayer. Okay, again, if the overhead reach is too much, then just keep your arms down in prayer. Okay, all right, so we're going to add in a forward fold. So it's basically we're going from prayer to chair pose. Okay, so we'll do that a couple more times. And then we're going to hold the chair pose here uh, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, this time we're going to bring the 1 foot back. So we're going to go tippy toe. And then we'll do the same thing. We're going to go back into chair pose. and then come back to prayer. So we'll come back to parallel footing, change the other foot, bringing that under again, going into that chair pose with one foot back, and then bring it in. So we're going to alternate from side to side. So we'll bring one toe under and arms overhead, then back into prayer. Again, use your exhale on the hard part. For me, it's here. Inhale on the easier part right here. Okay, so we'll do one more set of these. One more side coming up. And then back to center. All right, so we're gonna come up, this time we're gonna go into airplane arms. Take a deep breath in, exhale into airplane, and then breathe. This time we're going to add in stand up. So we'll breathe here. As you exhale, we're going to stand up all the way. And then inhale, come back down. Again, breathe deep, blow to lift, breathe to stay, and blow to lower. Okay. Option on the next one, we're coming up, doing the same thing, but option to extend the spine and then come back into neutral. Okay. So again, I like to inhale on the extension and then exhale. So I would turn this into a 4 breath pattern. So you're going to breathe to prepare, exhale to lift, then inhale to facilitate that spinal extension, and then exhale to come down gently with control. Okay, breathe again to prepare, exhale to lift, inhale, good, and then exhale. We'll do that one more time. And then we'll stay up top here. Okay, we're gonna go into the side to side warrior now. So I'm gonna just move my chair back out of the way. And then I'm gonna start here uh, at the back of my space with the heels together, toes apart. Okay, and then we'll take a deep breath in. On the exhale, I'm gonna have you lunge out to one side and then hold that warrior pose. So on this one, you want to really root into both feet. Again, maybe a little extra on the back edge of that back leg or back foot. And then again, keep the shoulders down and back. And then we're looking over the front fingers. And then just take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, come back to start position and then inhale to stay. And then we're going to exhale to the other side and then do the same thing over there. Okay, so again, we're just rooting into both feet, a little more on the back side again, and then just hold it there. Take a nice deep breath in, drawing the shoulders down and back. On the exhale, come back to start position. Inhale to stay. Then we're going to exhale back out to the first side and we'll work there now. Okay, so we're going to go into our pulses, just pulsing that, bending and straightening that front knee. And then we're going to add in. So we'll add in the prayer arms, in and out. Okay, option again to add that heel lift on the front end. And let's do 3 more of these, 2 more of these, and then hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going into reverse warrior. So I'm going to take the hand on the thigh in the back. Other hand can come around in front to the opposite shoulder or bring it overhead and then slide the hand down the back thigh and think about pulling your tummy in, lifting your ribs, taking a nice deep breath in. Good. And then exhale yourself back into that warrior 2 pose. Take another deep breath there. And then we're going to exhale ourselves back into that start position. Good morning, Kim. Glad you were able to make it. All right. So let's take another deep breath here, growing nice and tall. On the exhale, we're going to lunge out into warrior 2 on the other side, and we'll just hold it there. Okay. So again, we'll start off going into some warrior pulses, just bending and straightening that front knee. Again, bringing the hands to prayer and back out. Okay. Option to lift that front heel up and down. Okay. And let's do 3 more of those. 2 more of those. Then again, hold that pose for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm sinking that front heel, then bringing the hand on the back thigh. Again, other arm could come in front or overhead, and then slide the hand down the back thigh again, pulling the tummy and lifting the ribs. Take a deep breath in. Good. And exhale yourself back into warrior two. Take a deep breath there. And then exhale yourself back to starting position. Okay, now I'm going to go. This time I'm going to start in parallel position. We're going to start off with again, bringing the arms up overhead and then back down. Okay, and we'll start off with a balance challenge here, just bending one knee, then the other. Okay, yeah. So if you're ready to progress on this one, we're going to be lifting the leg, but if you're not, then just keep doing that. So again, whatever challenge you're up for. Okay, so we're going to do a countdown hold, 3 more, 2 more, and then hold it here or here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll switch sides again. 3, 2, again, hold it here or here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then bringing it down. So this time we're going to go into pedal, either alternating one at a time or heels passing in space, a little more intense. Again, whatever you're doing, take a deep breath in, exhale the arms up, inhale back down. Okay. Okay, so keep going with that. Option on the next one to add your forward fold into the mix. Take a deep breath. Exhale again on forward fold. Take a breath. And then coming back upright. Okay, inhale to stay. Exhale again. Going back down. Breathe. And blow to come back up. We're doing that one more time. Inhale and exhale. Very good. Okay, now we're going into some lunges. So this time I'm going to lunge forward with one leg. Now you can go into a prayer, then come back to your start position. Take a deep breath. Other side, same thing. All right. Okay. If you're up for the challenge, bring your arms overhead instead. Okay. And then back. Okay. So again. All right. We're going to hold it on the next one. So we're going to hold it here. So option to laterally rotate that foot, okay? If you want to work harder, stay in parallel, but on this round, I'm going to go lateral rotation, okay? Bringing the arms down to the side. Take a deep breath in, good. Okay, and then I'm going to come back, and then as I lunge, I'm bringing the arms overhead and then down to the hips, up and down, okay? So just going with that a couple more times. On the last one, I'm going to hold the pose, take a deep breath in, and then just really focus again into rooting into your feet, drawing the shoulders down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I'm coming back to start position. We'll start in parallel again. We're going to do some more of those lunges. So again, lunging forward into prayer and back. Again, option to bring the arms overhead instead. Okay. All right, we're going to hold it on the next one. So again, holding it here or here. Take a deep breath in. Good. Now I'm going to laterally rotate that back foot to give us more stability, bringing the arms down. Okay. And then we'll lengthen that front leg and then bring the arms overhead. Breathe in, breathe out. Again, don't hold your breath. Just keep breathing deep breaths in and out throughout the workout. Okay. All right, one more, and then we'll hold it there. Again, just drawing the shoulders down, being nice and strong in your stance with both feet really grounded for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we'll come back to that start position. Okay, let's go back down to the chair. Why don't you try going into maybe a combo of tree pose with warrior. So we'll start off with the heels together, toes apart again in prayer. And we'll start off with just taking a deep breath in. We'll bring the heels apart and the hands down, and then exhale to prayer. So as you're breathing in again, grow tall. As you're blowing, press the heels and the hands together. So that's going to activate the muscles in your core, your arms, legs, and also your core. Okay, so just press to center, keeping the neck and shoulders open. One more time, take a deep breath in. This time, as you exhale, grow your tree. Okay. Then inhale and grow your branches. We're going to grow our roots out to one side. Okay. Again, take another deep breath. This time, as you exhale, lift your roots above the ground for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to center, we'll do the same thing. Inhale, take a nice deep breath in and grow tall. Exhale, press the hands and heels together and grow your tree. Inhale, grow your branches and your roots. As you exhale again, try lifting those roots for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and coming back to center. Okay, this time we're going to grow a bigger tree. So we'll start with our feet flat. And again, take a deep breath in, lift the heels and bring the hands out. Exhale, root into the full foot, fold forward a little, and come up and grow your tree. Okay. Good. And then we're going to inhale, grow the branches and the roots out to one side. As you exhale, try lifting those roots above the ground for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we'll come back down. Then we're going back down to the chair. Now, again, make sure you're right in front of the chair and then sit down onto it. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing again. Just take a deep breath in, lift your heels, hands go out into offering. Exhale, root into your feet, fold forward and come up out of the chair. Inhale again, grow your branches and your roots. Use your exhale to lift and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then coming back down. Okay. So this time, we're going to do sort of we're going to grow our tree and then lunge into warrior 2. Okay. So this time, I'm going to soften the knees. Exhale, zip the thighs up and grow tall. Then I'm going to grow my tree, lifting the heels up. Okay. Then I'm going to sink the outside heel and open the arms. Okay. Then going to lunge out into warrior 2. Yes. And hold that pose. Take a deep breath in. Good. And then exhale, and then we'll come back to start position. Okay. So we're going to try that going the other way. So again, we'll just soften the knees, take a deep breath in, and then exhale. And again, grow your tree. Again, inhale, we'll sink the one heel, lift the other. Okay. Again, then you're going to turn a little bit, then extend, and then lunge out into your warrior 2 pose. Very good. Take a deep breath in there. Good. And then exhale and come back to start position. So I'm going to do that side to side a couple of times. I'm going to speed it up a little bit. So again, take a deep breath in. Exhale, zip the thighs up, grow your tree. Good. Inhale, drop the one heel, other heel comes out, and then lunge into warrior 2. Take a deep breath. Good. Exhale, back to start position. Okay. Again, inhale, soften the knees. Exhale, zip the thighs, grow your tree. Again. Sink one side heel down and then the other heel comes up. Again, we'll rotate and then extend that leg, lunge into your warrior two pose. Again, take a nice deep breath there. And then exhale back to start position. Very good. Okay. We're going to go back down to the chair. And we're going to again go into some airplane stuff. So we'll start off with the hands in prayer again, and then bring the hands behind the hips. Okay. And then back to prayer. So I'm going to add in a forward fold and then come upright with that. Okay. So again, we'll add some progressions here, taking a deep breath in, and then option here to lift out of the chair as you go into your airplane. Take a deep breath, exhale, come down as softly as you can. Breathe in. So as you come up, you're going to lengthen the legs, but keep your back neutral. Take a breath, exhale, come back down. Okay. So we'll do that one more time. Again, coming up, take a deep breath and come up. Okay. This time I'm going to come up more upright. So instead of folding forward, I'm going to come upright. Good. And then come back down. Okay. So deep breath in again, coming upright, and then back down. So I think what we'll do is an airplane, coming into airplane. Then we're going to lunge into our warrior one. So again, you can go to prayer or arms overhead. Take a deep breath. Good. Laterally rotate that leg. Again, this time we're going to take the hands behind the head, pull the tummy in, and then bring the elbows wide as you lift your chest. Take a deep breath there. Good. And then exhale, come back to neutral. Arms overhead or prayer. Again, we'll bring the arms down and then rotate that back foot into parallel and come back to start position. Okay, so again, we're going to come back down onto the chair, start in our prayer. Okay, so this time we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to lunge out with the other leg. That's going to be this one if you're following me by mirror. So take a deep breath in, and then we're going to exhale into forward fold. Okay, come back upright. Sorry, I meant to progress a little bit more. So we're going to come up out of the chair on the forward fold into airplane. Good. And then come back down. Then we'll come up all the way to that standing position. Okay, so coming up, standing position. Perfect. Okay, so then again, we're going to lunge forward with the other leg. Okay, again, we're going to bring that lateral rotation on the back leg. Okay, then bringing the hands up behind the head. Okay, so again, I'm going to use the hands to support the head, drawing the shoulder or elbows wide, and then take a breath as you lift your chest and take another deep breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to neutral spine. Okay, and then again, bring the arms down and then rotate that back foot into parallel and come back to start position. Very good. Okay, so I think I'm going to go to the front of my space now, and then we'll work from there. So on this one, you're going to be able to, we'll start in prayer again. We're going to go into warrior lunges backwards. Okay, so again, we're going to start off with a lateral rotation, and then you bend your front knee. Okay, and then come back to parallel. Okay. In fact, I'm going to just move my chair away a little bit here so it make sure I don't run into it at some point. Okay. So I'm going to the other side now. So I'm going to laterally rotate, go into warrior two, then come back to parallel. So again, take a deep breath in, exhale, and laterally rotate. It's good. And then back. Okay. One more time, just like that. All right, on the next one, we're going to change it up a little bit. We're going to go into that warrior two pose again, but we're going to change it, go into the reverse warrior on the back end. Okay, then come back into your warrior two and then back to start position. Okay, so we'll do the same thing other side. Take a deep breath to prepare. Exhale to warrior two on the other side. Again, go into that reverse warrior. And then back up into warrior two. Come back to start position. Okay, let's do that again. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to warrior two. Okay, now we're going to go into our reverse warrior, but we're going to add on a lift on the back heel. Okay. All right. Or maybe come off that back foot for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back down into that warrior two pose. Take a deep breath. Good. And then again, we're going to rotate back to center and then rotate, come back to start position. Okay. All right. So again, we're going to go to the other side. So go into your warrior two, other side. Okay. Again, we'll hold it there. Take a nice deep breath in and then go into your reverse warrior. Okay. And then back into warrior two. Okay. Again, we're going to put the weight on the front leg, lift the back heel. Okay. Or maybe come off that back foot and hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll come back down on the back foot. Good. And then we'll rotate to center and come back to start position. Okay. So a lot going on there. We're going to go one more round through those 3 poses. Okay. So take a deep breath in, exhale, and then go to warrior two on one side. Okay. Again, reverse warrior. Back into warrior two. Then lift your back heel. Maybe come off the back foot. Whoops, I'm a little bit wobbly. I'm going to stabilize and then I'll try lifting. There we go. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we'll just come back to start position. Okay. So again, we'll do the same thing. Take a deep breath in, lunge into warrior two. Okay. Hold it there. Again, reverse warrior, taking one arm overhead or in front. Take a deep breath. Exhale back into that warrior two. Then again, we're coming off that back heel. If you're ready, come off the back foot for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to start position. Okay, very good. Okay, I'm getting pretty heated with that, so I'm taking off a layer. I'm going to grab a sip of water. All right, so now that we're warmed up, I think we're ready for some uh, revolved warrior, which is always a little more challenging on the balance. So we'll start with the prep in the sitting position. So basically, we're going to be going into warrior or into uh, prayer. Okay. And then we'll just do some sitting stuff here where we're rotating. As we're doing these in the sitting position, think about stabilizing your pelvis. Okay. Because that when we get into the standing position, that's what you want to focus on is rooting into the legs and stabilizing your pelvis to maintain balance. Okay. So we're just going to start here. We'll start off really easy and progress with some forward folds after that. So we're just going to take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, think about spiraling upwards as you turn to one side and go to your natural stop point. Okay. And then when you get there, inhale nice and deep, grow a little taller. Good. As you exhale, just rotate back to center. Inhale to stay. So as you're turning, you're kind of spiraling upwards like a barbershop sign. So take another deep breath in. This time we're going to turn the barbershop sign the other way. Again, just go to your natural stop point. Once you get there, take another deep breath in and try to grow taller. Okay. And then exhale yourself back to center. Okay, so again, thinking about stabilizing by rooting into the feet and even the buttocks and the sit bones. Okay, this time we're gonna rotate. We're gonna rotate, but bring the elbow to the opposite leg. Okay, so take a deep breath in, exhale, and rotate, and then hold it in that position, and take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, come back upright into center. Inhale to stay. Then we're going to exhale and do the same thing to the other side. Again, take a nice deep breath in and then exhale back up. Okay, this time we're going to try the same thing, but we'll take one foot underneath the chair. Okay, so there's going to be more work on this one leg. Take a deep breath in, exhale, and then rotate. Inhale to stay. Exhale back up. Okay, then we'll change the foot under the chair. So same thing again, deep breath, prepare, grow tall. Exhale, rotate, bring that elbow to the opposite thigh. Inhale to stay. And then exhale, coming back upright. So we're going to add one more option on this one. We'll do it first in the sitting upright position. So we're going to take a deep breath in, exhale and rotate. Then inhale and extend the arms, looking towards the backhand for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to prayer, rotate back to center. Inhale to stay. Then we're going to exhale, rotate the other way. Again, as you breathe deep, extend the arms and look back at the hand behind you. Good. And then exhale the hands back to prayer, come back to center. Now we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to add the forward fold. Okay, so inhale to prepare. Exhale, forward fold, bring the elbow to the opposite thigh. Okay, then as you breathe, extend both arms, reaching high and low. And then as you exhale, bring the hands back to prayer and come back upright. Other side, same thing. Take a deep breath in, rotate elbow to the opposite thigh. Inhale, reach up and down. Exhale, hands to prayer. Come back to center. One more progression in the sitting position. Take the one foot under the chair again. Take a deep breath in. Again, exhale, elbow to the thigh. Open the arms up and down. Take a deep breath. Bring the hands back to prayer. Come back upright. And then we'll do the other side. Okay. So again, deep breath to prepare. Exhale to forward fold and open the arms. Breathe. Exhale back to prayer and come back to parallel. All right. So we're going to come on to our feet now and we'll try some progressions in the standing position. Okay. So again, I'm just going to start in the middle of my space and we'll start with just a squat. Well, actually, we'll start with the standing position just straight up. So again, we're going to take a deep breath in. We'll exhale and rotate to one side. Okay, again, growing tall like a barbershop sign. Okay, then inhale, come back to center. Same thing, other side. Breathe and blow. Okay, and then back to center. Okay, this time we're going to add the arm extension. So take a deep breath in, exhale and rotate. This time, inhale and extend the arms, looking towards that backhand. Breathe. Good. And then exhale back to prayer, rotate back to center. Deep breath in again, exhale and rotate to your natural stop position on the other side. Inhale and extend the arms. And then bring the hands back to prayer and back to center. Okay. All right. So this time we're going to add in a forward fold and a knee bend. So we'll take a deep breath in. We'll just keep the hands in prayer for this first round. Breathe in, exhale, forward fold, bring the elbow to the opposite thigh, take a deep breath. Exhale, come back upright into prayer. Good. Breathe. This time, same thing, other side. Exhale, soften the knees, bring the elbow to that opposite thigh. Inhale to stay. And then exhale, come back upright. We're going to add the arm extension on as we're after we forward fold. So take a deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold, bringing the elbow across to the opposite thigh again, then reach the sky and reach the floor and hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands back into prayer. Come back upright. Inhale to stay. Exhale, going to the other side. Same thing, elbow to opposite thigh. Then extend the arms up and down. Breathe. And then exhale the hands back together and come upright. Whew, okay. All right. Now we're gonna go into the other side now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into warrior two position again. Okay. And well, but actually warrior one. I'm facing forward. So this is a warrior one position. Okay. Actually, I should have started on the other side, but that's okay. We'll just work here. Okay. So again, what we're going to do is just stay upright, keep your torso upright, and then just turn to your natural stop point. Inhale to stay, and then exhale to come back to center. Okay. So we'll try the same thing, other side. Okay. All right. So again, we're just taking a deep breath in and then exhale and then turn to your natural stop position. Inhale to stay and then exhale to come back to center. Okay. Since you're turning towards the front thigh, your range of motion is going to be limited. Okay. So we'll come back to start position. This time we're going to the other side again. So this time we're going to add the arm extension. Okay. So take a deep breath in. As you exhale, we're going to rotate, go to your natural stop position, then extend the arms. So this is the revolved warrior. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring your hands to prayer and rotate back to center. Okay. All right. I think I feel like I want to throw in a side angle here just because that rotation kind of, I don't know, it kind of makes me feel a little tense. Okay. So let's take a deep breath in. This time, let's extend the arms out and then rotate towards the back leg. Okay. Then we'll bring the hand onto the thigh, the front leg, the other arm overhead. Okay. Now, option to go onto the forearm and hold it there. Okay. So we're just going to hold that side angle and just take a nice deep breath in. Maybe bring the arm over the ear. Okay. And then just take a nice deep breath in. Option to take your bottom arm up beside the top arm or beside the ear and then take a deep breath. Let's go back into our warrior two and then we'll breathe there and then we'll come back to start position. Okay. So we're going to the other side now. So same thing, other side. So we're going to go back into that warrior two position. Again, we'll hold it there. Actually, I'm sorry. We'll start here. Forgot what we were doing. Okay, so we're bringing the hands into prayer. This time again, we're going to take a deep breath in. As we exhale, we'll rotate again and then extend the arms. Okay, so again, your range of motion is limited in this one. Okay, so just again, if it's too much, like I'm finding a little stress on my back knee. So again, if you're finding the same thing, you might want to not rotate as much. Okay, so again, or ease up on the footing in the back. Okay, so don't stress that back knee out. Take a deep breath here. Good. All right, and then we're going to rotate back to center, and then we'll go to the other side, going into that side angle. So take your hand on the thigh. Again, reach the sky. Option to come down onto the forearm. Okay. Deep breath there. Again, option to bring the arm overhead or past the ear, breathe, and then option to lift that bottom arm up beside the ear, holding it there. Take a deep breath, again, going into that warrior two pose again. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to start position. Okay. So this time we'll go back into the warrior two pose to start. Okay. This time we're going to maybe get into that revolve warrior a little differently. We'll start off by just rotating the arms first. Okay. Then we're going to take the one hand across the thigh. Okay. So I'm going to hold it there. I'm going to support myself with the hand on the thigh and then bring that arm back behind me. Okay. So I'm looking back and then I'm going to look back to that arm and hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then come back to the center. Okay. And then we'll come back to start position. Okay. So we'll go to the other side. So again, wait, was I on the other side? No, so we'll go to the other side. Okay, yep. So again, we're going to the other side now. So again, I'm going to start with the arms out. So my torso is forward on this one. And then I'm going to start again by reaching across to that opposite thigh. So again, to relieve the tension in my knee that was developing with this foot here, I'm just going to scooch it over a little, and that relieves the tension I was having in my knee. Okay. So again, I'm going to stay here and then follow the arm behind me and look towards it. And then just hold it, go to your natural stop point, and then just hold it and breathe. Good. And then exhale, rotate back to center, and then we'll come to start position again. Okay. So we're going to go to the other side again. So we'll start off bringing that leg back. Okay. Then we'll bring the arms out to the side. Okay. So we're going to do essentially the same, just with an option to go further into it. So you're going to take the one hand across the thigh. Then you're going to slide the forearm to the thigh again, and then try looking to the hand behind you for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale yourself back upright and then come to start position. All right, so this is getting more and more challenging here the lower we go. Okay, so other side, we're going to keep mixing up my leg position. I think I was there. Yeah. So I'm going here, other side. So same thing. Again, find your footing. It's essential again to really root into your feet and think about controlling your balance by controlling your pelvis. Okay. So again, we're going to start with the arms extended out. Again, bring the hand across to the thigh. So to control your pelvis, think about also squeezing your buttocks, okay? So again, option now to slide to the forearm and look to the backhand and hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then come back upright, back to center, and then we'll come back to start position. Okay, all right. So there was a lot going on with that one. I hope you were successful. I mean, I'm sure you were because you just went to your own challenge level, right? So whatever that is, that's success. Okay, so we're gonna now I'm gonna think we're getting close to quitting time, not quite, but I'm gonna do some warrior three progressions. Okay, so again, warrior three is basically where you're on one leg with your body fully extended parallel to the floor. Okay, now but we're going to kind of prep ourselves into that. Okay, so we're going to start off, we'll just start in prayer and think about, again, for maybe bring your legs a little wider And then we're going to just forward fold and think about having your torso from your waist to your upper head going parallel to the floor. So first option, you can support yourself with the hands on the thighs. Okay. And then fold forward. Notice how my back is straight. I'm not rounding at all. I'm keeping my back straight, belly pulled in, and I'm going to forward fold till my torso is parallel with the floor. So I'm almost sinking between the thighs as I do that, but I'm supporting myself with the hands. And then take a nice deep breath there. Then exhale yourself back upright. Okay. Next option, try the same thing, but with the hands in prayer. So you're going to lose the support and your torso is going to be heavier. So you're going to need to pull the tummy in, the belly in, the ribs in to really protect that lower back. If you're feeling strain in the lower back, just go back to supporting yourself. Okay. So take a deep breath in again, forward fold. Again, maybe you get to here and you start feeling like maybe that's your challenge level, or go right into it again. Take a deep breath there. Good. And then exhale yourself back up. Okay. Next one, we're going to do same thing, option to have the arms overhead. Okay. So again, you can modify by not forward folding as far. Okay, or bringing your hands down into prayer or supporting yourself. So, whatever you need to do to relieve any stress in your lower back, do it. Okay, so take a deep breath in, exhale, and then forward fold. Again, I'm trying to get my body, my torso parallel to the floor, using my core muscles to support me, my spine for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then come back upright. Good. And then back to prayer. Okay. So we're going to kind of work through those from a standing position now. Okay. So we'll start off again. We're going to start doing the same thing. We'll go into the forward fold with support. Take a deep breath in, soften the knees, bring your hands to the thighs, and then just again keeping the back straight. Don't do this. Do lift, keep the tail lifted. Good. And then forward fold again, bringing your torso into parallel to the floor for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then coming back upright. We'll take a break. Next option, same thing. Again, hands in prayer. Pull the belly in, pelvic floor up, pull the ribs in. Take a deep breath. Exhale, forward fold, soften the knees as needed to keep the back straight again. And then again, go to parallel with the floor on the torso. I'm feeling a nice stretch in the back of the thighs. Take a deep breath, exhale, and then come back upright. Okay, again, same thing. Try it with the arms extended. Okay, again, take a deep breath in, soften the knees, forward fold. Bring your torso parallel to the floor for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then coming back upright. So, did you feel any stress? I felt a little tiny strain. So, to relieve that, I just engaged the core a little more. Okay. Now, we're going to try going into some progressions, but I'm going to work with the chair in front of me. And I'm going to start off with one foot behind me. Maybe I'll put that one on the mat. Okay. So it's basically warrior one position. Okay. Then we're going to start with our, again, with our sort of options that we've been working through. So I'm going to start with the hand in prayer. So for this one, since we have the chair in front of us, we can use the chair for support. So what I'm going to do is back up a little, and then I'm going to push the chair forward, bring my head down between the arms. Okay. But again, think about lengthening the spine. So again, try not to round the back like I'm doing right now. You want to lift your tail to straighten the back. Okay. And then hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Then come back upright. And then we'll try the same thing other side. So take the other leg back. We're going into warrior 1 position. Okay. So again, you can start here. So I'm going to back away from the chair a little bit so that when my arms extend, I'm just reaching to it. Then I'm going to fold forward, support myself on the chair, and then bring my head down between the arms and then hold that pose for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, coming back upright. Okay, we're going to switch to the other side again. This time I'm going to keep my hands in prayer. So I'm going to do the same thing, but hands remain in prayer. If you need the support, put your hands on the chair or maybe even on the thigh. Okay. So again, take a deep breath in, forward fold. So again, so your torso is facing downwards. Again, if you need the support, maybe put your hands on your thigh or on the chair overhead. Okay. Wherever you're holding, let's hold that pose. Think about rooting into your feet for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then come upright. We'll do the same thing other side. Okay. So again, find your warrior 1 position. Okay. Hands in prayer. Deep breath in. Again, I'm going to forward fold. Again, think about bringing my torso parallel to the floor and hold it there. With or without support, you need, and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back upright. All right, switching sides. This time, same thing. We're going to do it with the arms overhead, but without the support of the chair. So we're going to start here. But you always have that option to do the support on the chair. So you're going to forward fold, bring your hands over the chair. Again, if you need to, you can bring your arms to the chair. But if not, then hold it there above the chair. And back is straight. Think about your back being straight for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, coming upright. Okay, I'll switch sides. Okay, again, bring the arms overhead. Take a deep breath. Again, engage those core muscles, squeeze your buttocks, pull your tummy in, ribs in, and then forward fold. Again, keep the hands above the chair. Again, lift your tail to straighten your back for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back upright. Okay, now we're going to really start to progress. You start with the one leg back. This time I'm going to start here with the lifting the heel. So I'm thinking about one long line now from my head to my toe or my heel. Good. And then I'm coming up and then just holding that pose. Maybe hinging forward and bringing my body into parallel. So my hands are on the chair. I'm supported, but my body is parallel to the floor. I'm looking straight down at the seat of the chair in front. Take a breath. Exhale, come back upright. Okay, so we'll switch sides. Bring your other leg back. Again, deep breath here. Lift your heel. Again, squeeze your buttocks, lift your leg. Again, supporting yourself lightly on the chair. So try not to really bear down into the chair. Try to support yourself more, mostly with your leg that's underneath you. Okay. Again, lift the leg up. Try to get your leg or your body parallel to the floor for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. So I know we're kind of running out of time here. We're pretty much at the end. I'm going to just go into it one more time with an option to leave the arms out. Okay. So we'll start off with the leg back. You're going to have your arms up or in prayer. Okay. So actually, I'm going to try one round prayer, then we'll do one round overhead. We'll do it quickly. So take a deep breath. We're going to come off that back leg, then balance, and then try going into parallel position. So perfect with the chair right there, able to help support, and then holding it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then coming back upright. Yes. Okay, other side, try the same thing. Hands in prayer. We're coming off the back heel, root into that front foot, and then lift that back leg. If you need that support on the chair, just take it. Okay, then lift the leg and then hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then coming out of that. Okay, last round here. Again, totally optional. Arms above the head. If you need to, drop one arm down, okay, as we get into it. So again, we're going to go into warrior 1. Okay, then lift the back heel, come off that back foot. Again, this might be your challenge level. Then try hinging forward if you can. Maybe drop one arm down, maybe not. Again, go to where you can. Try to get your body parallel to the floor for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then come out of it. Woo, I'm sweating on that one. Last one, I promise. Okay, we're gonna start with the arms overhead. Again, take a deep breath in. We're coming off that back foot. Squeeze the buttocks. Again, hinging forward with or without any support that you might need, and then try to get your body parallel to the floor for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we'll come out of that. Okay. All right. The work is done. Just going to do a little few stretches here. We'll wrap it up in 3 or 4 minutes. Okay. So we'll start off, I think we'll start off with the arms back holding the chair. And then we're going to just fold forward, opening the chest, and take a deep breath in. As you exhale, draw your gaze to one hip and your chin towards it. Okay. All right. And then inhale, look back down to your toes. As you exhale, draw your gaze and chin towards the other hip. Okay. And then back down at your toes. Good. We'll come upright, hands on the hips this time, maybe behind the hips. Then we'll just take a breath, look over one shoulder. Exhale, look forward. Inhale, and then as you exhale, look over the other shoulder. And then come back to center. This time we're going to drop the ear straight to the side. Opposite hand slides over the lower back. So it's really going to stretch out the neck. Good. And then we'll do the same thing other side. So ear towards the shoulder, slide the other hand across the lower back. And then back to center. Okay. All right. We'll do a quick hamstring stretch here. Or actually, before we do that, let's just look down. I want to stretch the back of the neck too. So look down to the knees, but send your energy through the back of the head. Good. All right. Then we'll come back to neutral neck and then just extend one leg, support yourself on the thigh, go into offering pose, take a breath, grow tall, exhale, and then offer as you pull the toes towards you on that extended leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Same thing, other side. Again, pull the toes in, take a deep breath in, exhale, and forward fold, offering. Take a nice deep breath. And then exhale and then come back. Very good. Okay, we'll do a little fierce pose. Ankles crossed or bring the ankle up over and then just take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, draw the thigh down and then forward fold a little bit for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then release. We'll do the same thing other side. So either ankles crossed or bring the ankle up over the thigh. Again, drawing the thigh downwards. Again, take a deep breath as you exhale, forward fold, keeping your back straight. Take another deep breath. Exhale and release, coming back to center. Good. And then we'll just come into cactus, take a nice deep breath in, maybe bring the head to the hands, press the head into the hands. Good. And the elbows back. And take one more deep breath in, extend the arms. This time we'll round the back and give ourselves a hug and a pat on the back. Inhale, come back up. We'll do the same thing. This time, change the top arm. Give yourself a pat on the back. One more time, take a deep breath in. Exhale and give yourself a hand. And that is it for today, ladies. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed that warrior workout. I thought it was fun. It was challenging there at moments. I was pretty wobbly a couple